Well, it's great to be with all of you. I appreciate Seattle not disappointing, a nice rainy Seattle day. Thank you for that. So as I start the new year out, I always like to look for new words that I could deploy in my vocabulary, and the first word of 2026 is livery. I'm like, what the hell is a livery? We call it a paint job in Wisconsin. But it has been a beautiful color scheme, beautiful livery, really well done. Again, thanks for having me here today. Just maybe at 30,000 feet, I want to say that American manufacturing is back, whether it's aviation or automotive. We want to make the best products in the world in America, and not just sell them to Americans. We want to sell them around the world to show the great work that our men and women do in this country. And again, instead of being an importer, let's export great American products. And I think the deal that is announced today between Alaska and Boeing, I think underscores that. I mean, to Boeing, you had a record number of airplane sales last year. And whether we go back a few years, someone said, what's the future of Boeing? Where is Boeing going to go? And under Kelly's leadership and all the great workers at Boeing, you have answered that question. Again, the world and America has faith in Boeing and the progress that they've made. Again, record sales last year, but also what this deal today means with Alaska. So well done, Kelly. Well done, Boeing. Thank you for this turnaround you've been making with this great American company. By the way, again, you're the number one exporter of any product in this country is airplanes, and it comes from Boeing. So we appreciate that. And again, I want to give credit to Kelly, but I also have to say that the president's been a pretty good salesman for Boeing too. He's out there pushing and selling American aircraft. And I think it's great with what Alaska's doing. They're going to modernize their fleet. They're going to expand their fleet. They're going to expand their offering. And what that means is more people are going to travel. More people want more options. We want competitive airlines, and the more competition that we have with more routes from airlines like Alaska with newer, nicer aircraft, that means the consumer is better served with better prices, which is exactly what we want. And again, you don't have these kind of deals done unless you have really well-run airlines with really well-positioned CEOs. So Ben, thank you for all you've done with the merger with Alaska and Hawaiian, and also this order as well. I'll step down in a second. I'll be remiss though if I didn't talk about what's important to me, but also important to everyone in this room. As we see more people want to fly. There's more demand. We're going to build more capacity, which means we are going to have an even fuller airspace. We have new offerings, whether it's drones or the Ubers in the air, the drones, the eVTOLs. Our airspace is going to become more complicated, and it's our job to make sure that we have a safe airspace, but an airspace that can accommodate all the new growth. And so you've seen last year we've announced a brand new air traffic control system. And that new system, again, we're moving from the 1970s, 1980s, 1990s equipment, moving it into the modern era, going from copper to fiber, analog to digital, new radar, new software systems. But what that's going to do for us is allow us to more efficiently operate the airspace, which means there's less time on the ground, there's less fuel wasted, there's less hours wasted, more time flying, and we have happier consumers, happier air travelers. And so we have just started this process. We have a project manager we've announced. We've just announced 2 companies that are going to deliver us new radar. We've already taken care of a third of the copper to digital. But this is important. If this sector is going to be successful, we need to be successful at DOT and FAA delivering this new air traffic control system. A vast majority is going to be done by the end of 2028, by the time President Trump leaves office. and I lead the DOT. We're going to have most of this done. But then we're going to pay it forward. There's going to be work to be done after. But we are going to deliver on the promise we made to do our part to make sure more people can fly even more safely with this new system. And that means more airplanes are going to be sold, and that means that Alaska is going to have more customers, which means America's going to be happier, and probably your shareholders are going to be happier as well, because there's more business to be done. And one last pitch. I'm going to give it to. I need $20 billion more dollars. So as you go to the Hill, and talk to any members of Congress, tell them that Duffy needs $20 billion more to finish this deal. I got 12.5, but we are going to get the rest of this money. We're going to do our part. We're going to be great partners with Boeing and great partners with our airlines in Alaska. The future is bright, and I think this announcement today, over 100 airplanes, shows the confidence that Alaska has in Boeing, that America has in Boeing, that DOT has in Alaska. So I'm proud to be here to celebrate this great day, and again, for the first time, to see this beautiful livery. Thank you.